Cassava or potatoes, which root vegetable is more healthy? Cassava is a root vegetable that comes from the tropical regions of South America and is also known as Yucas or Manioc. Cassava has a good amount of starch in it, which makes it high in carbohydrates. Potatoes also fall under the category of root vegetables, and like cassava they too have high content of starch in it. Potatoes and cassava are very similar in terms of nutrition.Nutrient content in cassava and potatoes. Let's check the nutrient content cassava as well as potatoes. Vitamin A. Vitamin A is an antioxidant vitamin, which is also known as a carotenoid. This vitamin helps in immune function, vision, cell repair and reproduction. Cassava and potatoes have a good amount of vitamin A. A 100 gram of red potatoes contains 7 international units and a 100 gram of cassava contains 13 international units. However, sweet potatoes are high. 100 gram of sweet potatoes contains 14,180 international units, which is 284% of recommended daily intake. Also, excessive intake of vitamin A can lead to toxic symptoms like dizziness, nausea and headaches. Vitamin C. Cassava and potatoes both have a good amount of vitamin C, but comparing to potatoes, cassava are a bit higher. This water-soluble vitamin helps in repairing tissue in the body, and boosts immune system function. A 100 grams of cassava contain nearly 21 milligrams of vitamin C, while a 100 gram of red potatoes contains about 8.5 grams per 100 gram serving. The recommended intake of vitamin C is 75 milligrams for women and 90 milligrams for men. To get more vitamin C you can pair red potatoes with broccoli or cauliflower in a meal fiber. Carbohydrates. Both cassava and potatoes get most of their calories from carbohydrates, as both foods are naturally low in fat and protein. A 100 gram of cassava contains 38 gram of carbs. A 100 gram of white potatoes contains 17 gram of carbs and the recommended daily intake of carbs is 130 gram. Potatoes. Potatoes. Manganese. It can be found in nuts, multiple forms of whole grain and seeds. The main function of this is to promote blood clotting, produce sex hormones and strengthen bones and connective tissues. A 100 gram of cassava contains 4 milligrams of manganese, which is 20% of the recommended daily intake. Even beans contain high amount of manganese in it. Fiber. Cassava and potatoes have good amount of dietary fiber. It's a non-digestible substance, which comes in two forms, soluble and insoluble. The soluble fiber gets absorbed in water and helps in reducing the cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar levels. The insoluble fiber creates a bulk in the stool and aids eliminating the waste. Cassava and potatoes both have the content of fiber in it. A 100 gram of cassava and potatoes contains 2 gram of fiber. The recommended daily intake of fiber is 20 grams for women and 30 gram for men. To make a high fiber dish, pair Yucas or potatoes with zucchini, onions or bell peppers,